The Gemara relates at the end of Makkos that Ram Gamliel, Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah, Rabbi Yeshua heard sounds of triumph, victory, success emanating from the city of Rome. And they wept. They wept over the success of the enemy of the Jews. But Rabbi Akiva laughed. When Rabbi Akiva was asked, why are you laughing? Rabbi Akiva responded very simply, Im la'ovrei ritzaynai kach, la'oisei ritzaynai lo'kol shekain. If this is reward for those who violate the will of Hashem, imagine the reward for the Jewish people who fulfill the bidding of Hashem. Likewise, Reb Gamliel, Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah, Rabbi Yeshua cried. They wept when they saw foxes pouncing on the Temple Mount. But Rabbi Akiva laughed. Rabbi Akiva said, if the prophecies of doom and gloom are being fulfilled, surely the prophecies of the future happiness of the Jewish people will be fulfilled. How would Rabbi Akiva look at Tisha B'Av? Rabbi Akiva probably would appreciate why Tisha B'Av is called a moed, as mentioned many times. Tisha B'Av, in a certain sense, has the halachic status of a moed. We don't say Tachnun on Tisha B'Av. We don't say Tachnun even the Mincha before Tisha B'Av. Let us use the approach of Rabbi Akiva and apply it to Tisha B'Av. You know, if you take all the tragedies that ever happened to the Jewish people, Churban Bayis Rishon, Churban Bayis Sheni, crusades, forced conversion, Inquisition, pogrom, Holocaust. Do you know how the Navi captures all of these tragedies? The Navi Yeshaya says, Birega katoin azavtich. For a brief moment, I've forsaken you. All of the tragedies of Jewish history, God says, I just forsook you for one moment. Uverachamim gedolam akabtzech. But in the future, with great mercy, I will gather you in. B'shetzef ketzef histarti fanai rega mimech. In fierce anger, I hid myself from you for but a moment. Uvechesed oilam richamtich. But with eternal kindness, I will have mercy on you. All the tragedies, rega katain, a small moment. Just a brief, fleeting, passing second. The future redemption, the future bounty, happiness, success, the Yemois HaMashiach, that's Rachamim Gedolim. Relative to the tragedy, it's great mercy. Relative to the tragedy, it's Chesed Olam. So the tragedy in the eyes of Hashem is small. The success, the happiness of the Yemois HaMashiach is Gedolim, great. It's Olam, eternal. Let's extrapolate now, because we know the magnitude of Jewish suffering. If the happiness of the days of Mashiach is great and eternal compared to the tragedy, what a great magnitude. Can we even imagine the scope of the happiness, of the blessing, of the success of the Yemois HaMashiach? Rabbi Akiva would look at a Tisha B'Av, and he would say, if Tisha B'Av in the eyes of Hashem is just Rega Katan, it's small and it's fleeting, and the days of redemption are great and eternal, then how happy do we need to be in anticipation, in yearning, in looking forward to the days of the coming of Mashiach? So if you want to have a little barometer, what will the magnitude of the days of redemption be like? We could apply the philosophy and the worldview of Rabbi Akiva and say that if all the tragedy in the eyes of the Almighty is just Rega Katan, and the Yemois HaMashiach is Rachamim Gedolim, Chesed Olam, how great will the days of the coming of Mashiach be? And this is a lesson and an insight that we glean from Tisha B'Av itself. Indeed, Tisha B'Av, Kara Alai Moed. May we all merit to see B'nei Chamas Tzion V'Yerushalayim.